Ooh. Welcome back once again to Roll of Fate. This time it is once again another little solo adventure, but this time we are joined by Matt, also known as Krivroth. Yusu, how's it going?
Yeah, doing all right. You know, bit of a rasp up there in the sewers and all that, but you know,
It was a bit of a sticky situation.
in more ways than one. Yeah,
Bit of a mess, bit of a stinker.
bit of a shithole, really.
Other poo related puns.
Yeah, shithole.
So, tis your day off, and you desire to go and speak with Foltos. Foltos at the temple, which I now have a temple. So, you set out early morning, and you arrive firstly at the temple. It's a Wednesday, there's not that many people here. Not even you, there you are. Let's find some random people. Yeah, like this lady. Yeah. This lady can be here as well. It's quiet. You know, it's not church day, so most people aren't feeling obligated to be at church.
Yeah,
it's quite a nice church. Yeah, this one.
Normally I'd be in my priestly vestments, but considering that attack on the librarian when we went up there, I'm kind of remaining in my chainmail just in case.
Smart. Have you got your weapons with you?
Oh yeah, strapped to my back.
Yeah. Cool. Okay.
But I got my prayer book out just so that you know, showing that I'm not there for martial reasons.
Okay. Well, you know that the church has obviously the main building, but out the back there's sort of a shrine area as well. So you can go where you like to pray.
Well, would this be the first time that I've been to these grounds, or?
I think this is probably the same one you came to before.
Okay. I'll just have a little walk around the temple, just taking the setting and how it looks.
Sure, it's pretty well kept. You do happen to know, obviously from past experience, that there are like actually priests and stuff here pretty much all the time. You can't see any of them at the moment, but certainly should be about. Some nice gardens. There's a couple of grave sites to either side. But yeah, pretty quiet, peaceful, nice. This whole area is in a big, very nice area, but then pretty much all around it again is real crappy buildings, city stuff, you know.
Right. Oh, and I head to the shrine.
Sure. Pretty sure you. Yeah, you've got control. Go ahead and move this on. It's actually down the bottom. Do you want me to stick you down? I'll stick you down.
Is that it there?
Yeah, well, there's the altar there, or there's literally like a shrine out the back as well.
Oh right, okay. In that case,
Nice building.
okay, I'll go to the shrine then.
Boop. Stick you in there. Okay. pretty dark in here at the moment. There's some torches on these pillars, but they're not lit. Doesn't look like anyone's been in here. There's a font which is probably used for what is essentially baptism. Full of probably holy water, with some steps leading down to it. It's very nice and clean in here. Marble flooring. Pretty fancy.
Well, I don't actually have any way of lighting those torches, so I go around and ask if someone could.
Sure. Yeah, you can find someone working there, and you can. They'll gladly come and help you light up the torches. And it is weird that there's no windows in here, but there isn't. It's completely sealed. And then they leave and close the doors for you.
Okay, so I step over to the water, to the holy water, and dab my fingers into it. Do a quick sign of Foltus.
It's probably like
while dabbing the water
fist
into my head
with a crescent moon. I don't know.
Yeah, I can just basically I put my hand into the holy water, clench it up to a fist, press my fist against my head, and then with two fingers do a sign of the moon in front of me, and then put my hands together and start praying.
You do the sort of classic prayers and don't know how long do you spend in there praying?
Domini Foltis, it's Foltus Sancus Menus Villis, Dominus Deus Deus Dominus Deus Lorum, and all that other.
Give it a bit of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I start kind of speaking as if I'm laying a message to Folters.
Okay.
Yeah. So, oh, great Folters. Oh, screw that. All that formal bollocks. It's me. The rather surprised one you've chosen to be in the next paladin. Well, I've been working on following your teachings as a paladin, and seem to have come into a bit of a tight spot. Innocent children are being taken away from us by someone, I don't know, and they seem to have control of the power of death itself. Now, I know this goes against everything you stand for, and I want to help you with dealing with these troubles, but I'm still not sure I'm still not sure if I've got the capability of doing so, It's I was wondering if you could possibly provide me with some insight or some spirit or some divine guidance or spiritual power. I want to be your I want to claim vengeance on these people. These people are against everything that we stand for, and I want to be your I want to drive your fist into them. I will be your axe, Great Folters. I will be your divine vengeance. Just teach me how to do so. And then I pause.
You hear nothing. very,
If you've got any sign of them, or you know anything at all, then
very, very quiet.
I guess I need to prove myself further then. Well, right you are. I guess I'll see what happens. And I stand up.
Okay. What?
Still nothing?
Still nothing.
My will falters, and then I start heading out.
Wait. Shh. It's fine. With that. So you stand up. You head to, I don't know, this door.
Yep.
And you open it up, and outside it's very dark.
Bloody
But-
hell, that was a long time.
Like
Well,
when I
thought it was
say
only a year,
dark,
Alvin.
it looks dark, but everything is white, not black.
How? Bloody hell. What the hell's going on? I step out.
It is just, you see nothing. It is like you're in the blackest black, but
But what? But white.
the whitest white.
The white is white.
You can see nothing in front of you that isn't more than like 2 feet away, or that isn't illuminated by one of the torches.
I start clutching onto my holy symbol and start thinking, okay. Right. Well, this is an interesting start. And I start walking forward.
Okay. Go for it. How far are you going to go?
I'm going to walk slowly first, about 15 feet or so.
Okay. Yeah. Beneath you, sort of, the ground changes a little. Looks like, I mean, feels like grass and dirt, and if you sort of look real hard, you can just about see it. And as you turn around, you can see that the building behind you is still lit. You can still see the light coming from inside, but
Shit, I don't suddenly need glasses now, do I? Alright. Okay. Screw it, I'll just keep walking forward.
okay. Alright, so you walk a little bit more, and then just on the edge of the fog, this one, you see a hooded figure standing with its head down.
Hello?
It does not
Walk up to
respond. It is clearly a woman, but the hood is down and she's not moving.
Hello? Mind helping me out a bit?
As you ask, she sort of lifts her head a little bit, and you sort of feel like you maybe recognise her face, but it's one you haven't seen in a long time.
Holy shit. Mum?
As you say that, she steps backwards into the fog again.
Mum, wait! I start chasing after her.
You chase after her and you see the same figure, but this time its robes are black.
Mum, it's me. It's Krivroth. You remember me?
She lifts her head fully, and it looks like you expect her face would look now. She is a horrid, pallid creature. Her face is barely any flesh upon it.
I kind of stagger back, going, bloody hell! And kind of like stagger onto the ground.
Make a dexterity check for me.
Okay, because I'm good at that.
Okay. You manage to not trip over as the figure in front of you lets out a deathly wail, and you feel a hand thrusting out from the dirt beneath you. And as you're stumbling back, you stumble and start to trip, but you manage to stay up as a body starts to claw its way out of the dirt in front of you.
I grab my axe quickly and I kind of like hold it in front of me.
And I think it's that good old time. We'll roll initiative. Where's my stuff? Here it is. Ooh. Try again. There we go. Okay. It pulls itself from the ground, and you ready yourself, and tis your turn.
I take it all my lay on hands and smites and everything are back, right?
You've not had a full rest, but you feel like you probably could if you really wanted to.
Okay. So all of a sudden okay, I hold my axe in preparation to see what this thing does to me.
Sounds a lot like you're ready in action to hit it if it tries to hit you. Yeah.
If it tries to hit me, then
well, it goes at you. So go ahead and give it a clobber.
So as soon as it comes to strike me, I realised this is something I need to fight back. So
yeah, that'll hit. Wow.
Not great.
My God, you two have been like.
No, wait. I can re-roll that.
Oh, yeah, you can. You're a great weapon fighter now. Yeah, that's true.
One second. Oh yeah, that's a bit better at least.
A bit better, slightly better. Alright. Yeah, you give it a good solid whack, but it seems pretty much undeterred. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, that hit.
Bam. It just slams its weight behind the blow.
Okay, so I'm going to try and hit it again.
Sure. Bam. Yep. That'll hit.
I need an advantage.
So,
Okay, this time I'm going to use my Divine Smite.
Alright. Go for it. It certainly is undead, if you hadn't gathered that.
Okay, so I'm guessing that's a 10.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use one of my smites. So it's 3d8, isn't it?
Yeah, that sounds correct. Times 16. Wow, you came so close to not killing it. But you did. You give it a good whack, and as you sort of channel the energy, it is yeah, it's gone. Proper decimated.
I kind of go, okay, all right, this is more I expected, Vultures. What's going on?
You hear nothing.
All right, I start walking towards what I thought was my mum again.
Okay. Figure is still standing there. Completely still.
I walk up to her and I say, I don't know who you are, but if you're truly my mum, then you'll know who I am. You wouldn't hurt me, would you? And I just stand there in front of her.
She lets out another shriek. You can make a wisdom save. Yeah, the shriek just completely pierces your mind, and you grip your head, sort of fall to the ground. As to either side of you, you see more of these creatures pulling their way from the ground.
Jesus.
But she stands there, still completely unmoving. And you can roll another initiative for me. Man, zombies. Turns out, not good at initiative. Alright. Okay. Yeah, so she stops screaming and you can move again, and these things are sort of half out of the ground at this point.
Well, at the moment, I'm thinking that the woman in front of me is the bigger threat. So I say, I'm sorry, Mum, but this is too much of a corruption from what you were. I have to avenge you, and I swing my axe at her.
Okay. Sure. Go ahead, make a roll. Yeah, that'll hit.
I'm going to use my Divine Smite on her as well.
Alright. Go for it. That'll be 3d8. Nice. Try that again.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, you strike this sort of figure, and as the holy energy flows through it again, she lets out another shriek and collapses to the floor.
Sometimes you just really want to hear a certain song. With Spotify Premium, you can play any.
Yeah, she collapses to the floor, and the two creatures crawling from the ground stop crawling from the ground again, and all is still.
I look at the corpse in front of me and fall to my knees. I say, is this what you wanted me to do? Is this something that's part of me?
As you're asking, the figure fades away, and you hear footsteps coming up behind you.
I turn and ready my axe and just to see what and wait to see what's coming up behind me.
And as you do, the figure starts to step from the mist. This figure emitting light around him.
Who goes there? There's tears in my eyes now. They've become unfair.
He stands in front of you. He is a figure. A tall figure, robed in white. Fair skin and hair. And he looks at you. Do you not recognize me?
I'm guessing it's Falter's, right?
It is.
It is.
I drop my axe and fall to my knees.
He steps towards you and puts his hand upon your head. Why do you doubt yourself?
Because I don't know what I am yet.
Who does truly?
Part of me wants to follow your teachings, but part of me revels in the fight. I have both my mother and my father in me, and I don't know what to follow.
All men do. What is there to say that you cannot do both? He steps away from you.
Wait.
Stand up.
Stand up.
I stand.
Since you were young, you have followed your mother's ways. You have always asked me for guidance. And although I am not always there to answer, you have always done your best to follow what you believe to be correct. Why only now are you starting to doubt this?
Because I don't know if I'm ready for what awaits me.
Perhaps you are. Perhaps you are not. Does not matter. What matters is that you are willing to try.
If you are who I believe you to be, then can you give me the strength to try?
You already have it.
Then I will try.
Good. He steps off and the light begins to fade again. And you hear another figure, another set of footsteps. Where is it? Yeah. But this time there is no light.
I peer my head towards it and start walking towards it.
As you step closer, you see once again another familiar figure. But this one is far more recent. And you hear a sword being drawn.
I draw my axe, ready for battle.
So, add that. And let's see. What's this guy's initiative like? Not good. Let's roll some initiative. Right. So, you draw your axe just in time to see a familiar figure coming from the mist and swinging his blade towards you. Ooh.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah. Bam.
Ouch.
As he strikes, you feel not only the bite of the blade, but the dark power surging through you as well. Your turn.
Okay. I feel this power, this dark power surging through me, and I think, Faltus is with me. Even if I fall, I'm still willing to try to take you down. And I swing my axe.
Alright. As you swing, he sort of looks like he was thinking about blocking your blow, but didn't. And you strike him. It lands good. Go ahead. Awesome damage. Bam, nice. Good damages.
Well, I don't have any smites anymore, so I'm kind of
Bam.
ouch. Okay, that takes me down to 0, but my relentless endurance brings me back up to 1.
Alright.
I kind of fall back, and then as I let the orcish blood take me, I kind of put my foot back to stop me from falling. And then with a roar, I swing my axe at it.
Alright, go for it. Bam. Nice. Yeah, he brings his sword up to parry this time, but he just goes straight through nonetheless. Bam. Nice. See.
That actually misses.
Alright. Nice. Go ahead.
Okay, just in case, I've got full 10 points of lay on hands available, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to put a hand to my chest and dump all 10 points into me.
Okay.
Feeling Poultice's light.
Well, instead of that happening, D8 plus your wisdom instead.
Okay.
Which, I mean, might work out to be worse, but it's fine. Probably will. But... yeah. Oh, is your wisdom lame? Okay.
Yeah, my wisdom's it's actually it's charisma that would
charisma
be
for paladins, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, but I only get that's only +2, so.
Okay, well, slightly better.
So that would be 6 instead of that.
That's fine. All right.
Do we get that in addition to my lay on hands, or is that just?
Sure. Yeah. Why not?
Oh, sweet.
Bam. He just keeps going at you. It's another 9.
Okay, I swing my axe at him again. Scheiße.
Yeah, I ain't gonna cut it. Oh, neither is that though. So
No, that's good.
Can get him.
Bloody hell.
Getting worn down a bit. Okay.
Ouch.
No, doesn't work, sadly.
That actually brings me to 1 hit point.
Alright. Bam!
Yes!
Nice.
Now I kind of want to smite.
I know that feeling. Alright, and you roll an extra d12 because you're an orc, right?
Yes.
Yeah, nice. That's already 13. 22.
Oh, actually, I need to roll one of those because that's.
Oh yeah, that's a 2 as well.
That's
Yeah,
That's a 2 +2. So.
roll a d12, I guess. So that is 8, 17, 25, 28. How much health does he have? Oh dear, the classic.
What's that?
Good old 1 hit point. It's the 1 hit point off.
Oh God!
Oh!
No!
So you strike him good and hard, and as he swings his final blow towards you, he vanishes. But you collapse to the floor nonetheless, as if you had taken the blow.
Okay.
And a few moments later, you hear another set of footsteps once again. This time, however, once again, you see light. Take that. And you see another armoured figure stepping towards you.
Trying to look. I kind of look up in my collapsed form.
Comes towards you and holds his hand out to you.
Does he look familiar at all?
Nope. He's fully armoured. You have no clue who he is.
Well, he's not attempting to attack, so I try to reach my arm up to him.
He grips your hand and pulls you to your feet.
Ugh.
Why are you standing out here in the dark?
Is it dark? Is it dark again, or is it?
Well, it's the same sort of weird light dark. Opposite dark.
Had a bit of a fight.
Yes, yeah. Saw. It was glorious. You fought well.
Well, I still lost, didn't I?
Only just. You nearly had him. He pats you on the shoulder.
Who are you?
I am Aldehot Raoul. Have you heard of me?
Have I heard of him?
No.
Not read about him in any books or anything.
Nope.
Name doesn't quite ring a bell, I'm afraid, but I've taken a heavy knock to the noggin, as it were.
He nods. Well, that's a shame. Suppose word can't get everywhere. He chuckles and turns, starting to head back towards the building. Come with me.
Alright. I start following him. After picking up my axe.
I am a paladin.
You're a paladin?
Yes. One of the greatest, if I say so myself.
Really? Who do you follow?
Well, he gestures around. We're in a strange world. You were brought here by Foltos, so I don't know. Grumsh.
Grumsh. I know who Grumsh is, don't I?
You do, yes.
Yeah, the god of the orcs.
Indeed.
Wait, can I? Does he sound very orcish? Does he sound like a proper?
No, not even slightly. He's clearly human.
You follow the god of the orcs.
He looks at you. Are you not much for sarcasm then, I suppose?
Well, okay, I admit I'm not the brightest bulb, but I suppose you are a worshipper of Foltest after all, right?
I am indeed. Now, I take it you need a little guidance.
Well, if you're willing to give some, then I wouldn't mind. I'll take it if I may.
Well, what do you know about paladins?
Only what the books have told me. That they go around righting wrongs in the name of their gods. And that there's different types, but
Yes, well, that is putting it rather simple, but I suppose it cuts the biscuit, so to speak. Oaths. Do you know of oaths?
I've read about them.
Wonderful. Well, in that case, would you like to take yours?
I will if I may.
Well then, kneel.
I kneel.
Do you know the words?
The tenets.
Yes.
Speaking as Matt, I can if I just bring them up on D&D quickly. D&D Beyond quickly.
Sure. Let's do that. I mean, we don't need to actually know the words. I mean, you'll have read them in the book. Paladin, oaths, D&D.
Yeah.
Don't suppose it does actually have, like, no. Yeah, so...
It has the tenets of vengeance on
Yeah.
So yeah, I start relaying the tenets of the Oath of Vengeance.
He nods.
I will fight the greater evil. I will bring no mercy for the wicked. By any means necessary, I will exterminate the foes of Foltos. But if my foes wreak ruin on the world, it is because I failed to stop them. And therefore I will bring restitution to those harmed by their misdeeds. I swear I will be the Paladin of Vengeance under Foltest' name.
He puts his hand on your head and shoves you full body into the pool to your side. And you hit it with a splash. And as you surface,
I kind of gasp as I suddenly surface. Because I wasn't really expecting that.
he is gone. You sort of...
The torches are still lit, I'm guessing.
They are, yeah.
I kind of collect myself. I look at my axe for a bit. Let's do this. And I sheathe my axe and I step outside the shrine.
And it is perfectly normal day. Nothing abnormal at all.
I'm guessing I'm soaking wet still.
You are, yeah. I mean, you fell in the water. You came out in the water. It's pretty much as you would expect. You're dripping, but
As I walk out, I say, "Well, that's my bath for the day done. Let's go. I feel good. Let's do this." And I start walking back towards the inn with a great stride.
Where's the inn? There it is. So you arrive. It's a nice warm day, so you dry off fairly quickly. What are you going to do when you get there?
What time of day is it?
I mean, it's like maybe a couple of hours after you left, so still pretty early. Maybe lunchtime.
I could eat. I could really eat. I'm gonna get some food.
Well, you have some lunch, and as you're eating, a man that was sat in there eating gets up, goes to leave, and as he leaves, he puts a book down on the table next to you. Without saying a word, without even looking at you, and then he goes.
I turn to look at him, and
He's pretty much.
I tend to look at him and see if I can see anything, any details or anything about him.
He looks pretty normal. He's just wearing common clothes. He's got quite fair hair, but other than that, nothing.
I kind of pick up the book and walk out and try to spot him.
He is gone.
I look at the book.
As you look inside, it looks like a book of specific prayers, but yeah, it's essentially a spell book, but written as prayers, for it is a divine spell book.
Sweet. And I go back to my room to read it.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, you now have access to spells. Is congrats.
Excellent.
There we go. Job done.
Sweet.
Say bye to the internet.
Bye, internet.
Bye, internet. See you next time.